I am in Nederland, Colorado. No, not Neverland where Michael Jackson was. This is Nederland, Colorado. It's just a small little town up in the mountains. And I have my mother and my wife, my sister, and we're walking around, went to a mining museum, and all of a sudden he goes, there's a record store. And I go, what? A record store? Sure as heck. There it is. Boogie Records. Crazy. He's been around here for 5 years. He up from Boulder, came up here around 7 years old, decided to open his own record store. His name's Ryan, and he goes, business is good. I mean, it's like, what? Up here? You never know. You just never know where you're going to find a record store. So, yeah, really nice guy. Really liked it. He has a ton of $5 and $10. That's a sweet spot, and he prices a ton of vinyl at $5 and $10. And I see that at other places for $20. It's really crazy. I'm going to get ran over too. So I have no understanding. But that's what he did. I found the expensive stuff though, so I spent too much. Now I got to go explain it. So, oh well, that's the way it is. But yeah, what a wonderful shop. Great thing. If you're in Nederland, Colorado, you got to go up in the mountains. Go to the mining museum. It is free. And Boogie Records. Awesome place. Store. I mean, I up it. This town, Nederland, is not a big town whatsoever. It's on the way. There's some ski resorts, a little bit further away. So, but yeah, it was a busy, touristy kind of day, and Boogie Records, isn't that something? Just amazing. So I got this, and I think it's my first pink T-shirt ever. Yeah, they're out of the like black and that, but that's okay. I thought, hey, that's pretty neat. Boogie Records. So, in Nederland, Colorado, the home of Nederland. The owner, Ralph, very very nice. Ryan, instead of Ralph. Ryan, very nice guy. I had a really enjoyable talk with him, talking about his business, why he's there. Again, like so many people, Boulder's too expensive. Let's go up here. But he says business has been good. I was just wondering, how hard is it to get a collection up there? But he keeps finding them. And his sweet spot is $5 and $10. The place is filled with $5 and $10 records. There's not a lot of new. There is some new, but 5 and 10, and that's what they do. And I was walking around with my bag that had my records, actually they didn't even have a bag. I had to walk around with my records. He didn't have any bags. It's Colorado. They don't give you bags. And someone goes, well, there's a record store here? You go, there is. He goes, well, where's it at? Over there. I didn't get a fee though for this. So I did find a couple things. So I picked up a couple things, and you saw them on the flip video. I did pick up Lucifer's Friend. Got that. I bring that up there. Now I've seen this album for a long time. I mean, I've seen it around, but just never purchased it. Kind of the whole cover thing. I just what kind of music is that? Kind of creepy in that. And I'll talk more about the music actually on this week's Sunday show. But I bring that up. He goes, "Oh yeah, there's a German press." He goes, "Yeah, that's just, you just don't see them." I go, "Wow, okay, that's neat." Again, I didn't go research or anything. I'm just trying to get in and out after I was filming. So it's German press, okay. But here's the label. and that label means it's an American press. Yeah, it was not a German press at all. So basically, I paid too much money for it because I paid the price more of what a German press would be. It's in really good shape, though there was one song that gets a little staticky, and which is too bad. And Billings Gates Records. So yeah, Lucifer's Friend. So okay, we'll talk more about that on this Sunday's show. And then I picked up this one, and it was Jake Boyer. Yeah, I was pretty excited about that. And, because my friend Michael Christensen back there in Detroit, he sniffs these out, vertical swirl. And so that was pretty exciting. There is the Boogie, there's his sticker. So he goes, yeah, European press. Oh, wow, okay, pretty neat. All right, I'll buy that. No, it's not European press. It's American. So, yeah. Paid more than I should have. It wasn't like I was taken to the bank and I go broke, but I did pay more because kind of billed wrong. So that part's disappointing. I don't really like that. Whether he hadn't done his research or if he knew it, I don't know. But yeah. But I you know what? I'm going to enjoy both albums. So and I'll talk more about them on the show. But $5-10 albums. I see stuff that goes for a whole lot more what they're charging, but he gets it in $5, $10. There you go. And it was busy. It was busy. There was people in there the whole time while I was in just this little town. So well worth a visit. Like I mentioned in the video, there is a free mining museum that was very interesting there. It was free. What more can you ask for? Great place. We got lunch there, though it's busy as sin during the summer. Holy cow! And they also have a carousel there of all things. So, Boogie Records in Nederland, Colorado. Check it out if you're in the area. Thanks, everyone. Drop by again on Sunday and. Hey, I'm going to talk about one of those Lucifer's Friends along with some other great albums. Thanks for dropping by. Bye.